Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So it's a new month already. It's already May, which is just crazy how fast time has gone. And that means it's time to share with you guys the top 10 iOS or iPhone apps for the month of May. So let's begin. So the first app is called Backdrops. Now, if you're on Android or were an Android user, you probably already heard about this app. And Backdrop was a wallpaper that was exclusively for Android for a very long time. And officially now the developer has released the iOS version this week. And so yeah, it's just really awesome that Backdrops it's officially available now for the iPhone. It's what it was and is one of my favorite wallpapers on Android. I remember having this wallpaper app on Android and just using it daily just to change up the setup and the theme of my setup as well. And so yeah, there's a ton of wallpapers that you could go and explore, of course. So you have four tabs, of course, they could go choose from. So in the world tab there, community tab, you have the community wallpaper, so people who upload wallpapers here. And there's some fantastic ones as well. And there's some maybe ones that you might know from other apps that you might have seen. And of course, you have the Explore area. So the Explore area is mostly from the developer side. So these are really cool wallpapers here if you really want to have some unique, cool looking wallpapers. And yeah, it's just really fantastic. And then of course, you have the collections. So the app is free to download, but of course, to support the app and the developer, of course, there are some in-app purchases that you could do. So like to buy wallpaper packs right here as well. And of course, the last tab is your like or your favorite page, the wallpapers that you favorited. So like that you could go back and add them to your setup. So yeah, that's backdrops. Next, we have TvForecast. So TvForecast is a app that allows you to track your TV shows. So if you're like me and you've been watching a lot of TV right now in self isolation, all that stuff, then you're gonna want to, of course, want to have this app just to track your TV shows as well. And so yeah, it's just a really, really great app to have if you track a lot of TV shows. The app is free, but of course the only downside is that you can only track up to 5 TV shows for free. And then of course there's an in-app purchase where you can of course unlock and track as much TV shows as you want. So yeah, these are the TV shows that right now I'm tracking. As you can see, The Flash, DC Legends for tomorrow, the Falcon of course, and the Winter Soldier, and WandaVision and Ozrak. So yeah, just a really great app if you track a lot of TV shows and if you're looking to just track some TV shows because maybe you might need help remembering what TV shows are coming up. Next, we have Axios. So Axios, I can't even pronounce this company name. So Axios, I'm going to say Axios, is a media company that, of course, does the news. And they have an app, of course, which I just found out about. And I always like watching their HBO show and everything about and all that stuff. And so yeah, it's just really fantastic app that looks really great if you are into this type of news. If you want to read a lot about technology news, but it's not just tech news; it's also other world news as well. That's really interesting. And the app is really nice and smooth. It runs really smooth, and it just looks fantastic as well. And yeah, it's just a fantastic app if you want to read much more stuff other than the normal typical news that you see, of course, on the main news channels. So that's pretty much it for this app. Next, we have one of my favorite new apps right now that I've been using, of course, is called Mojo. So Mojo, of course, is an app that allows you to create some cool templates for your Instagram stories. So these are some cool looking Instagram. These here are some examples here, of course, of some of the templates that you could be creating for your Instagram stories or other social media stuff. But actually, I've been using this app. If you've seen my one of my videos earlier this week, I made a video just for this app where I showed you how I've been using this app differently than what's mostly supposed to be intended to. And so yeah, I've been using this app, of course, to create some cool effects for my videos that you've been seeing recently. So yeah, it's just a really great app. If you want to go into much more detail about this app, I made a video just for this. Next, we have Bitfolio. So Bitfolio is a great app if you're into tracking currency of the Bitcoins and other online currencies as well. So here, of course, you get to see how much Bitcoin is worth right now as well right here. So yeah, it's just really cool. And it's a simple app if you're into this type of trading. And of course, what I like about this app is not only that you can see how much each is worth right now, but you can also see the news about the economy here. So if you're into that stuff, then this app is for you because it is fantastic to read about, and it's just really interesting to find out more stuff about the business side of this stuff and the markets and everything. And also because I do invest in some companies, I do like to read the business news section from time to time to see what's going on in the business world. Next, we have Neptune. So I made a video about this a little bit much more in detail about Neptune, which is a third-party Twitter client that was just released for the iPhone and iPad. And it's a really great looking Twitter client. So if you're looking for a third-party Twitter client and with a really nice design, then I highly recommend you guys go check out Neptune for Twitter. And also, you don't have to have ads on the Twitter app here, and you get to see the tweets in chronicle order. So yeah, it's just a really great app if you're into looking into having a new different type of Twitter client. It's just really great. It looks really nice. It runs smooth. Of course, it's missing some features, but the developer has been really good at updating the app and adding a lot of new features, and of course, fixing some bugs, of course, that you see from time to time. But yeah, it's just a really great app. So yeah, I highly recommend it if you're looking for a new Twitter client for your setup. Next, we have XLaunch. So XLaunch is a great app if you're a SpaceX or a space fan. So, XLaunch is an app that allows you to track any SpaceX launch from past or future launches. So yeah, it's just a really great app that you could go to really detailed information about the vehicle that was used, the launch. What I like about this, of course, is the photos area and the video as well area that you can see right here, and see the launch as well if you missed the launch in real time. So yeah. And what I like about XLaunch as well is that you have the news area here, and you get to read a lot about, if you're into news, if you're into space stuff, then you're gonna love this app because you get to really go into deep dive and read the news about NASA and SpaceX and other space companies and what they're doing. So yeah, it's just a really fantastic app. Next, we have one of my new really favorite apps of this month is Render. So Render is a fantastic app that allows you to create 3D models of your iPhone or any other Apple device. So like maybe the future 12 iPhone that looks like this maybe, or like the classic iPhone right here with the chin and everything, with the big chins. Or you just want the default screen of the iPhone 10 and 11, the iPad here as well, or you just want the iMac right here. So yeah, it's just a really cool, I mean the MacBook, it's just a really cool app that allows you to create renders of objects of the Apple devices, and of course you get to add stuff that you want to. Of course you could change the color, you could just play around with it and have fun with the design as well, which has been really great. And yeah, it's just a really fantastic app if you're looking into having some type of render of the iPhone or iPad or the MacBook. So yeah, it's just a really great app. Next, we have Views. So Views is a new media news app that was just released this week, and I really enjoy this app because it's nicely designed, of course, and you get to see the news that is interesting to you as well, based on your interests and likes about what you're into, of course. But what makes this app a little bit different, not other does it show you the news in your feed, but also has a podcast area on within the app. So I actually don't listen to the podcast here because I do have my own podcast app that I really like to use, of course. But I use this app every day right now just to read the news, mostly the technology news, of course, and see what's going on in the tech world. And just really nice how it looks. But what I like about this, of course, is that it summarizes the news as well. So you can see the full version, of course, the full article right here, or you could just read the summary right here, so you have already a small little taste of what is going on, of course, and Elon Musk's tweet and everything. So yeah, it's just a really fantastic app if you're looking into having a news app that you really want. And yeah, it's just a really nicely designed news app as well. Next, we have, and not least, we have the Canadian government's COVID-19 app. So, of course, with this pandemic that's going on with COVID-19, I highly recommend you guys go check out this app. It's a cool app that, of course, allows you to follow the stats, of course, of the infection rate and everything, of course. But, of course, keeps you up to date with government news as well, with everything about COVID-19 related. Home, of course, if you need help, of course, daily check-ins to see your symptom tracker, and of course your like mental health, and just it's just an app, of course, that keeps you informed, and with some cool resources, of course, that you might need in the future or right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the top 10 iPhone apps for the month of May. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do subscribe to the channel, because that helps. And also, the apps I just talked about will be in the description below, so you guys could go check them out at a later time. And that's it for now. And as always, I will see you guys later. Peace